Good afternoon, Crochet Club. I am getting ready to start our 8th video, and we are on row 18 here. We're going to start off with 13 whites and 2 tans, 2 browns and 1 green. I've already taken the time to get my yarn untangled, and yeah, let's get busy. Okay, so we are starting row 18 with 13 whites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chaining up 6. We're going to double crochet in the 4th chain from hook, the 5th chain from hook, and the 6th chain from hook. That will start our first white block for row 18. Now we are going to connect to row 17 by going into the next block between the 3rd and the 4th post. We're going to go right in there. We're going to grab up white yarn. We're going to slip stitch those 2 together. We're going to chain up 3, and then in between that 3rd and 4th post in that area, we're going to double crochet 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And we are going to go right across, and we're going to continue to do that. We need 13 whites. So you can either pause me and take your time, or follow me along if you're up to speed. I wonder how many of you are still with me. If you could please click like under this video and let me know that somebody is still there. I know a few people have taken off and are actually way ahead, which is great. That's great. 1, 2, 3. If you get it, you get it. Sometimes you just get that aha moment. And you're off and running. We'll see what happens when they get up to the decrease row. See if they can manage that. Okay, so we are chaining up 3 and double crocheting with our white, since we need 13 white blocks. And we are just going to cruise along. And we are going to be halfway through our increase row today. So we should hit row 20. That is my goal, to hit row 20 today. Anything past that is great. These are getting longer, so not expecting as much, but we're doing 30-minute videos. I did figure out how to gain a little bit more time. And I've got people looking into better equipment, better apps, so that I can do these better. Continue going. White blocks. We need white blocks. I'm curious how many of you would be interested in doing another cal with me, another crochet along, whether it be single crochet or like a bobble stitch or a half double crochet. Maybe we could do a Christmas blanket. So if any of you have any interest in that, please comment below. Maybe we can start looking for a graph. Maybe we can vote on one. So if you have any ideas of one, please let me know. I had thought about doing a Halloween one, but don't know if we'll get done with this in time. If we do, that's a thought too, if you're interested in a Halloween one. Actually, we will be done with this in time. We could start one on Halloween Day, if you would be interested in doing that. And let's see, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're on our last one. Chaining up 3, double crocheting 3 times into that last white block before the tan. So if you're cruising along, just keep going until you hit that last white block. Okay, and then our next row is 2 tans. I'm sorry, our next color that they want is 2 tans. We have our tan string here. So let's refresh our memories here. We're going to go in between the 3rd and 4th. We're pulling up this string here. We're going to go in between the 3rd and 4th post. We're going to grab it and we're going to come back through the block and the loop. We're chaining up 3, and then we're going to tug on that white string to tighten that connection and double crocheting 3 times in between the 3rd and 4th post of that first tan block. And we need 2 of these, so we're going to go on to the next, connect it, chain 3, and double crochet 3 times into that block. Great. Now we need 2 browns, and we do have a brown string here. So let's grab that brown string, and we're going to take this tan, we're going to tuck it behind. We're going to go in between the 3rd and 4th. We're going to wrap around that brown just like that. Yank it through the block and through the loop. We're going to chain up 3, go back, give that a tug, and double crochet 1, 2, and 3. Getting some brown color, that's kind of neat. Okay, so we needed 2 browns. So again, we are going to connect, chain up 3, double crochet 1, 2, and 3. And our final one will be green. So we have our green already there. Again, we are going to lift that up. We're going in between the 3rd and 4th post. We're grabbing up some green, bringing it back through the block and the loop. Chaining up 3, double crocheting 1, 2, and 3. And then not to forget to go back and tug on that brown. Okay, so turn your work. Set it down. Give yourself some string. And then don't forget, let's cross off row 18. Done. And number 19, we're starting with 1 green, 2 tan, 3 brown, and 13 white. So we are upping the brown by 1, and other than that, we are going to cruise right along. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to double crochet, 4th chain from hook, 5th chain from hook, and 6th chain from hook. Alrighty, so there is our green, and we need 2. Hold on. Let's see here. We have 13, and then it's saying 2 tan and 3 brown. That doesn't seem right. Hold on a second. What row is this? This is 19, and it's going to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We know that's 10. Okay. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 1 green, 1, 2 tan, 1, 2, 3 brown. It is right. Okay, I just want to check that. All right, so we need to introduce a tan, and we're passing up this brown. So we're going to cut this brown. If something doesn't seem right to you, just stop and check, because I've done it before where maybe I made a mistake on my written instruction. Just take that extra couple minutes and count them out. And as you've seen, we on row 19, our arrow was showing us which way to read that graph. So we needed to start at the bottom and read it to the right. and then do our count just to check. So, okay, so we need another tan, and I did not get another tan bobbin ready. So let's see here. What are we doing? We're doing 2 tan and then brown. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to cut this tan. We're not going to use it over here anyway. So we're going to cut that tan, and I'm going to get it untangled. Alrighty, make our loop. Alrighty, so there we go. So we are going to tuck our green back, go between the 3rd and 4th, grab up this tan, bring it through the block, bring it through the loop, go around both strings, pull it through. That's our first chain. We're going to take our short string forward, we're going to chain up 2, tug on our green, and then over top of the short string and in between the 3rd and 4th, we're going to crochet, double crochet 3 times. 2 and 3. We're doing 2 of these, so we're going to go on to the next, connect it, 1, 2, 3, double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then it's calling for 3 brown. So we now are going to pick up our brown and make our loop. There we go. And we're going to go tuck our tan behind. We're going to go through the 3rd and 4th, just like we've done previously with a color change. Actually adding a bobbin. We're going to bring it through the block, bring it through the loop. There's your 2 strings. You're going to go around both. You're going to bring the short string forward, chain up 2, and then pull on that string from before and double crochet over top of the short string. 1, 2, and 3. Push that back there. And now we are at 13 whites. So, oh, I'm sorry. No, we're not. We need to do 3 brown. Getting ahead of myself. Yeah, we need to do 3 brown. There's that tan that we cut to use that tan. So, connecting to the next block, we're going to chain up 3 and double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. 1 more. Chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and now here we go with our white. We're going to connect to the white because it wants 13 white. So we're going to go in between the 3rd and 4th, grab our string, bring it through the block and the loop, chain up 3, pull on your brown, and double crochet 3 times into that white. Now we need to make up a little time because I'm going to do it that way because I had to stop and do a count, untangle some yarn. So we are going to cruise. We're going to go across each row. You can pause me, stop me, whatever the case may be. And we are just going to keep going all the way across with white now. So, 2, 3. So I've started that, trying to learn that mochila bag. That's interesting. It's a hard technique to get going, but I'm going to pull that one out. That one doesn't look right. But I'm so excited to learn it. Just love those bags. And again, if you are interested in learning one of those, I think they call the Wayu bags or mochila bag, get a hold of me. And like I said, we have a study group that we are just basically all of us searching around, finding videos, finding patterns, finding whatever we can to help us along so that we can all learn how to do that. And again, we should think about what's next. I mean, obviously we're going to finish this one up. I know it might seem like we're going kind of slow, but it's the best I can do with the video equipment I have. But it will get better. It's cruising right across. Chaining up 3 and double crocheting 3 times into each loop. So are you a knitter? Has anybody done a graph knitting? My daughter is a knitter. She knows how to crochet too, but she is a knitter. She is trying to teach me. I think my heart's with crochet though. I pick it up and I start to do it. And I guess maybe it's just that I want to be as good at it as I am with the crochet so that I can jump right in and keep doing my graphs. And I know that would be a long road, so I tend to lean more towards crochet since, well, I learned crochet from my nanny when I was very young, 5th, 6th grade. Used to watch Price is Right with her. She was 66, Mrs. Pringle. And I just loved her. So she taught me how to crochet. So for many, many years, all I could ever do was blankets. Granny square blankets or just, you know, the single crochet or double crochet blankets. So we're cruising right along. My daughter is making socks, knitting socks. Very cool. She's been sending me pictures. I will need to go visit her so that she can show me how, because that actually does interest me. Okay, so we are on our last white block. I'm running out of white on that there, so I think I'm going to change over to a next one or another one here soon. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, double crochet. Oops. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that completes row 19. Let's cross row 19 off. Let's hopefully we get through row 20 here. Okay, we're going to turn our work and turn my instructions, and I'm going to give myself some yarn. Okay, so we are starting with 14 whites. So we're going to chain up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to double crochet into the 4th chain from hook, 5th chain from hook, and the 6th chain from hook. Alrighty, that's an increase row, increase block. That gives us our first white block of row 20. We're going to connect those two together by going between the 3rd and 4th post of the next white block, and we are going to double crochet as we've been doing 3 times into that next white block. And then we are going to cruise across. I'm going to get out some white yarn here. Looks like I'll have to change. I don't know about you, but I will have to change. And there is a question. I guess if you ran out of white yarn, what would you do? And obviously you would introduce a new bobbin. So let's say I ran out right here. I would just pick up a white string, just like if we were changing colors. I would pick up a white string and start one, if that happens to you. Okay, so we're going to cruise along here. We're going to connect 1, 2, 3, chain up 3, and double crochet 1, 2, and 3. So I was telling you about my daughter in knitting, and she's knitting socks. She's made blankets. she inspires me to get going because she has such a busy life. She is a chief in the United States Navy. So proud of her. She's been in for 10 years now. Actually, this last September was 10 years. So, very, very proud of her. And let's see, we're going to continue across. Oops. Chaining up 3 and double crocheting 1, 2, and 3. Oops. There you go. Got puppies upstairs that are just making so much noise right now. I'm not sure of the time. Time got away from me today because I had to go to a doctor's appointment. Stopped and got some groceries. I'm thinking I watch my friend's little girl after school. She'll come over and do her homework on the computer until her mom gets home, and I have a feeling that possibly she's here. Yeah, she is. I hear her. So if she comes down and says something to me, or if the video stops, then we will pick up where we left off. But I will hopefully she just gets on the computer and starts her homework. I never thought about checking the time. So we're cruising across. We're doing white blocks. And oops, there we go. I ran out of a white. So this is a good spot to show you if you are on a color and you run out of that color, what to do. So I've run out of my white. I'm going to grab up another white and I'm going to introduce another bobbin just like I would if I was starting a new color. So have our bobbin, our string. We're going to go between the 3rd and 4th post, grab up the string through the block, through the loop, around the 2 strings, bring the smaller string forward, chain up 2 more, pull on that white string from before, and then double crochet 3 times over top of your white string, your short string. 2 and 3. Okay, so there we go. We're back in the game. And we're going to pull out some white yarn. Okay, now short string to the back. Here we go. Cruising right along still. Connecting blocks. There we go. I know we did 13 white blocks before. We need 14 this time. So I know we need to do at least as many as I have already done. So I'm just following the white blocks, putting another white block right on top of it. My day got away from me today. It just seems like it's so late. Okay, so let's see, this would be 13 if I'm figuring that out right. I'll count in a second to make sure. I did 13 in the previous row, so this has to be 13. Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, that's 14. Okay, good. So we needed 14. So now we want 2 brown. So we are going to pick up our brown string, give it a tug. Don't forget to give it a tug. We want to tighten that connection. Lift it up, go through the block, go through the loop, chain up 3, and tug on the white, and then double crochet. Whoops. 3 times into that area between the 3rd and the 4th post. There you go. Go to the next. Do another one. Connect it. Chain up 3. Let's see here. We needed 2 brown. Alrighty. There we go. And then we are going to do 3 tan. So we're going to pick up this tan. We're going to go between the 3rd and 4th, and we're going to change the colors. If you have any questions, please put them in the bottom below this video, or send me a private message, even whatever you feel more comfortable with. I know some people don't like showing their work or what have you, until a little judgmental of yourself, but I really wish you would, even if you send it to me privately so I can see how you're doing. I would appreciate that. I am getting some, but I'm sure there's a few of you out there that are holding back, and you don't need to. Alright, so we are on our last tan of row 20. Chaining up, doing 3 double crochets, and then it calls for 1 green. So we are going to lift and tug, go in between the 3rd and 4th, grab that green, color change to green, and do 3 double crochets. And that's going to do it for row 20, and that is going to do it for this video. And I hope that you are still with me. Please let me know that you are. So here we go. We're getting there. We're halfway through the increased rows. We've hit row 20. I think we're going to cruise along on these next few videos. So I hope you're staying with me. Thank you very much.